Okay, G. We are ready to start. One of the if we can start a little bit with the task that you gave the team for today. They are telling me that most of them finished the work, but they have problems with the Flash. Basically, the integration or making the Flash load some images, for example. This is a problem for Rodrigo, and most of the team had the same similar problems with the Flash. Can we check some of their homework?
Sure. Can you see my screen?
We can see you. We can see the names of each of the teams with inside the navigation.
Yes, I'm just loading this CMS. Have a look.
Por favor, ¿ya tienen todos comida? Díganme si falta alguien para pedir.
Ya.
¿Tú faltas? ¿Quién más falta, perdón?
¿Quién más agarra el teléfono?
¿Ya todos?
No nos falta, es la de Marce.
No, yo voy a comer aparte.
Ok. ¿Y tú qué estamos cumpliendo?
¿Seguros? ¿Todos?
8. Carla, no sé si falta. Ah, por ahí es más. Es la.
Bueno, díganme para así no pedir y que no se me desmayen.
Did you create your colors page, guys?
Bien.
Excuse me?
Where is your colors page? You're saying you got a problem in loading the Flash, but where is the page that you create Flash?
¿Dónde está la página que crearon con Flash?
Es que yo no.
Okay, 1 second.
Can you check the
Yo
page
tengo.
for
Hi everyone. Hi G.
Focus
Rod?
No,
Hello.
Focus Color Rod.
Could you hear me quite well?
¿Focus qué?
Focus Color Rod.
I can hear you.
En
Great.
el nameplate de Rodrigo.
Inside
Okay, so
inside Rodrigo's
test.
excuse me G. Inside Rodrigo's nameplate there is ¿cómo se llama?
Focus Color Rod.
There is the focus color rod. Rodrigo is where he put the Flash movie. Ustedes no pudieron implementar Flash, ¿no? ¿No? ¿Por tiempo o porque se les complicó?
Por trabajo.
Por trabajo, ok. ¿También tú, Azucena? ¿Todos?
Pues yo porque no supe cómo jalarlo.
O sea,
yo pensé que como no estaba ahí tenía que pasar.
ok. Excuse me, G. The team is telling me that they had some confusion using or integrating the Flash. That's why it doesn't show or is not working as it should. They are telling me that
Let me check Windows one first.
for the first homework task, they receive an email from you with some of the like a guide to do the homework, and they were expecting something similar for this homework, and they didn't get it via email, so that's maybe why they had a little bit of trouble in understanding the steps.
Because In yesterday's training, I've shown you
No?
how to do the color
Ese no se
pickers
podía.
already. But,
Porque
okay,
les enseñé a crear los
looks
colores,
like this
pero
focus
les dije
one
que tenían
got.
que crear los interiores.
We'll just check that.
Si no tienes interiores, no sirven los colores.
This auto, this Migos one, the page has been set up correctly, but it doesn't link the Flash assets into it. So the only one that's on the Flash is this focus one.
Va asociado.
Entonces, si no veo,
Stock navigation looks good.
Mira, ahí está revisando
Sí.
la mía, la de colores, pero no va a jalar, se queda así.
Pero es por lo que dices.
Ok, eso fue.
Maybe the reason why Rodrigo's Flash doesn't work is because they did not implement the interiors. Am I right? They
There's missing trims.
there's something missing.
But interior is not a mandatory things in the color picker tool. Let me just check.
So that's why there was some confusion understanding the requirements, the complete requirements for this task. ¿Sí está bien?
No, it's not. It's not the requirement. Requirement is just to make the color picker working. That's all. So, right.
Ahorita lo que está así tratando de hacer ella.
Yo está revisando para ver por qué no.
Si la idea es que a lo mejor por
As I
una
said yesterday a couple of times,
Sí.
if you want your color picker working, you have three mandatory things to consider. One, engine and transmission with price. Two, colors being assigned. Three, you have to at least have one specifications assigned to your vehicles. But I couldn't see that specifications in the job done. That's why it's not working. I think I've stated that 3 times in yesterday's training.
Do you understand that?
Yes, they understand
Alejandro? All right.
yes, Leon, they understand right now with G's explanation.
Okay.
As I was saying at the beginning, for the first homework, they receive an email with some details about the homework, and they were expecting a little bit of the same for this one. So for maybe the today's homework assignment, it will be good to send an email similar to have it on writing. I think it's better because sometimes they have to go back and understand the steps and the requirements. I don't know if this is possible.
But Alejandro, if you have some doubts or questions, you can contact me by phone or you can call me directly, so I can answer every question that you have.
Okay.
There's no problem with that.
Thank you. Yes, that's helpful. That's useful. The thing is that the team is really loaded with work, and when they leave the agency is when most of the homework is done. So they have problems contacting you maybe later at night or early morning. That's why a written email will be good, because they can check the email and maybe later, if they still have doubts, we can contact you during the working hours. Yes.
Are they doing some work from Gunderman, not like a publisher?
Yes, like doing general work needed here at the agency. So we are putting time aside to complete the training, to do the homework, but sometimes it's late at night, and it's difficult to contact you at that time because they are checking everything from that was left for homework. That's the main reason that why they can't contact you at working hours most of the time. So I mean, just a simple email with a little explanation, I think that suffice purposes of the homework. If they do the homework really late at night or early morning. Yes? Digo, debería de ser parte de...
Okay.
Okay, thank you. We are ready.
Okay, so okay, for the colors, that's all. There's only one there, and the specification is missing. That's why it's not working. So what I'll do is maybe
Asignó el motor al coche con un atributo.
Ah, porque lo está haciendo como especificación, no como característica para el bill and price. Siempre que sean especificaciones, se van a subir como atributos. Todos, o sea, ya sean motor, los limpiaparabrisas, la defensa, cualquier cosa que sea especificación, como atributo. Cuando es bill and price, pues como color, como fin, eso no.
Entonces, ¿ya nadie faltó de comida, perdón? Bueno. ¿No? Pues, ¿no preguntó nada?
Sigue tratando
Usted
de
lo
ver.
tenía viendo.
¿Está viendo por qué no funciona? Le digo, any problems, G? Excuse me.
Do you need software?
Did you receive my email? No es cierto, G. I love you. I love Chinese. No. Otra mala broma. ¿Es China? Pero China... ¿Australiana? o singapurense. Singapurina.
De Beijing.
A mí la primera vez que le pregunté me dijo que era de Taiwán.
Ah, de
¿Taiwán?
sí,
No, es moderno, totototota. Hey, pura tecnología ahí. Puro juguete barato. Y
So
tecnología.
let's see what your problem is.
Okay.
If you can put yes in here.
Hong Kong, Taiwan.
So
Ni hao Doge. Ni hao Thailand.
Lo tenía. Pero el coche, a los colores y los puse y hasta le puse mayúscula. Dice que tenía que estar.
No, pero el.
¿Cómo que?
Si no, no me acuerdo.
Pero no lo revisé yo.
No me acuerdo.
Y ahorita que está uno y el otro le faltaba.
Y el otro le faltaba.
Sí, sí, eso sí puede ser. Porque de hecho el segundo son todos. Puede quedar igual, pero también eso sí es importante que esté bien.
Aquí es que está haciendo lo mismo
Sí, sigue tratando de probar.
y no va a poder,
Hasta que le pongo un interior.
de plano.
Oye, Alejandro, este carromán no está también. Le di mi kombu para que también empiece
Ah, ok.
a foguearse en lo de la implementación. Bueno, porque cualquier cosa le va a servir para la implementación de Flash, pero me pregunta si puede hacer su auto. Le digo que sí, pero quién sabe cómo se pone en el UFI.
Pero con tu perfil, hazlo. Ya que me digan a mí. Mira, yo lo que les puedo decir es, había problemas de entender algunas cosas y tú empezaste a ayudar y le estabas haciendo uno. Hazlo bien.
Hizo un repaso.
Yo digo, si es tu perfil, hazlo. Y si nos preguntan algo, no hay bronca.
De hecho, no pensé en esa parte. Es súper.
¿Es súper qué?
Es súper perdona también.
Sí, ya me di cuenta.
Entonces creo que no vamos a avanzar mucho hasta aquí.
Hasta que le caiga.
Mira, estoy dejando que lo haga
Sí,
Para que
porque,
nosotros adelante.
porque Rafael se puso muy doggy stylish hace rato y me estuvo fregando con que no terminaron la tarea y la chingada. Las tareas no vienen bien documentadas o aquí la señorita que se la sabe de todas se le fue el tiro por la culata, ¿no? Entonces imagínate, ustedes están horas tratando de hacerlo funcionar y no va a funcionar.
No, y a lo mejor por decir otro, porque ya sabe qué es lo que se le tiene que hacer.
Sí,
Pero pues imagino que fue a prueba y error, ¿no? Fue a prueba y error.
a ver, voy a
Claro.
Ya me explicas. ¿Se lo hace?
Sí.
Sí, cópiala él y después.
excuse me, G, how they can correct their homework? Is there an indication? Thank you.
So can you see my screen now? I'm investigating that moment. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we are all watching the screen. Yes. Hi.
Está viendo el código.
Tama.
Did you grant me access as well for the training site? Hardware?
No sabía que se podía ver.
So I can help you with
Ya cuando empiezas a hacer eso es que hay algo problemático.
Por favor, todos chequen
This
paquete. Que si tengan el yes, Y mayúscula ES, minúscula, tanto el paquete como su derivative, para que no haya bronca por ahí. De cualquier manera no es ese tema, pero sí tiene que estar.
Ayer no es que ya lo corregí.
El Y mayúscula ES.
¿Del yes?
Ajá.
¿Es case sensitive?
Sí, sí, sí.
no, no. It's
Display
median.
tools y display on website.
And
Ajá.
uh,
Sí, 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 lo tengo.
Valid username. ¿Cómo?
AN A-N-B.
A-N?
A-N?
E-I-A-N.
Yeah?
E.
Oye,
Yes.
Marce, ¿y tu vehicle parent?
Pues es que no pude hacerlo.
No, por eso, el vehicle parent no lo pusiste.
¿Cuál
No dice
pico
yes.
¿Dónde?
O sea, tienes tu modelo que es Mustang Marce.
Ajá.
Arriba de ese dice Marce.
Ajá.
Ese Marce no tiene los
Como
yes.
todo un website. Con mayúsculas.
Nada
y
es así.
All
No,
right.
no, no. Nada más.
Tú lo tienes
Okay,
adentro.
so I think I'll find some time during in the middle of the training to figure out what's happening. So, but now we'll have to just go ahead
Okay.
because it's
Go
already
further.
like 20 minutes.
Go
So,
further.
um,
Excuse me, G.
so yeah,
So
maybe you can have a look.
can you? Well, can they? Can they have the chance later on to fix or to understand the procedure for this task? Maybe for to deliver it in later, or in maybe another date, so they can understand the way to fix it.
I will find out what's wrong with it, and I will send you guys an email.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you. Ya dijo que va a mandar su mail.
So I'm going to have to continue the training for today. If we got some time left today, we can continue investigating what's wrong with that calculator tools. So, but it still looks like something is still missing. So so today what we're going to cover is how to create a features page. And student price tools, comparator tools, JavaScript 360, forms, newsrooms, and the locator. So what we are going to do is, let me have a look. If any of the bug features page. Let's see if I go to the page. I have to look.
Baidu. El Google chino. Asiático. Bueno, creo que ya van a empezar con lo nuevo de hoy.
Okay, great. Yeah, we got the features page. So this is a features template that we call features, which you can publish the images and some like articles into a nice looking way. So as you can see, the inside features template, the banner can be occupied full width with the main navigation, and we can put some images on the right or some images on the left, and we can put text beside of it, and also we can have something like 3 items in the same line. So pretty much this template is different with what we got in the models or for the general content, so it's totally different. So how we publish them is like we use the container to group them together. So let me show you. And also you can see the sub-navigation position is different as well. It sits above the banners, and you can put like 3 to 5, even 7 or 8 items in the sub-navigation. Okay, so for features page, firstly is the page itself. Make sure it appears in the sub-navigation, because if you don't select that, it won't appear in this position, okay? And then you need to assign a sidebar to it to be sure it can display for this sub-navigation. So firstly, we assign a banner to it in the banner image position. This banner, the template needs to be selected, the view needs to be selected as web feature banner, so it will occupy the full width, okay? And then when you're cutting these images, make sure you cut it into the right size, otherwise it will be stretched as well. So that's the banner. So how we group and manage the layout of the feature page. So as you can see, there are 3 kinds of layouts that we can use. Actually, it's 4. So we can have an article that occupy the full width, and we can have image on the right, image on the left, and we can have these 3 items at the same line, at the same level as well. So first of all, what we need to do is create a stack container that holding up all of the content first, all of these items. We need a container to holding them first. So this container we call the view is collection showcase stack. This one is the one that holding all of your features template and your content, okay? So all of these items. And then we divide them into a couple of rows. So that one we call row 1, and row 2, row 3, row 4, and row 5. Okay, so let's see how it's being published in here.
Hi.
So this is the first one that we published. Looks like. So we put an article. So firstly, this row needs to be put inside one container first. That we call, this container we call showcase brief. And then inside of there, we have the article. We call showcase item launch, which is this article you can see is actually this text. Okay, so this is the one that's showing like article and occupying this space. Looks like there is one video being published in here as well, but it's not showing something. Maybe it's just So, okay, looks like some code is broken here. But anyway, if you put two articles inside this one container, one of them is item large, one of them is just the item. So the large one will occupy like 2 grid of the space in here. As you can see, all of this feature page has been divided into 3 grid. So this one is like 1, 2, 3, 3 grid. And if you got image 1 and article 1, image 1 is larger, then its image 1 is occupying 2 grid position. And also you can like choose the article to occupy 2 grid position like this one. So we call that item large. And in the second position, for this one that got an image on the right hand side and the image is big. So for the second item, we just need to create an article that we call showcase stack right item. So that's telling the system, I want to put some image on my right, and the image will be right. The image will occupy 2 grid. So that's how you publish this article. First, you put some text in here. This text will be displaying on the left-hand side, and we're occupying 1 grid of space. And then you just need to link an image to the article image position in here. And the view of the image, it doesn't matter, it just needs to be web detail. And you put a picture that can occupy 2 grid of width in here. So that's for publish this template. And then for this one, I think it's going to be just one image. We just put it up there. Cool. So we can either put it into a container, or I think if you put the image directly into container, it should work as well. So it's more flexibility, yeah. Okay, for this one, because you don't need to control how many grid space you want for this image, because it's just occupying the full width. So you can put it into a container, or you can put this image access directly into this stack container. It should all work. So let's say part 5. Part 5 is this part, which is got 3 grids separately. So how we're doing that is we got the container first, as always, to group them together. And inside this container, the view should be collection showcase grid. So that's telling the system, now I will have 3 items inside this container. And inside, for each of the items, that we got an article first, which each of them is showcase item. So if you've got an article called showcase item, then that means you're telling the system this item is going to be just occupying 1 grid position. Okay, same as like this one that we left over here. So inside this item, you publish the text, which will be showing in here, and then you got the image. And then you will have the image here, which is just a showcase item. So that it will be just occupying the space of 1 grid. So the other second and the third is the same. Okay, so they're using the same view. They're using the same image view as well, showcase item. They all showcase item. Okay. So that's for the 3 position one, and then the next one gonna be image on the left, because this one is image on the right, but this one is image on the left, and the text is on the right. So we can guess what's the view of it should be. So I can predict it must be something like article showcase item left. So you see, showcase stack left item. This is telling the system, now I want to put image on the left, and the image will be the right. So, as you can see, here is the image, here is the article. You can just put the text into this article. Okay. So, that's for the features page. This one is just a flash. We publish a flash essence. It's a flash. Very similar with Microsoft. It's got some links access. Okay, so that's the features template. Any questions?
Yes, there is a question.
Uso un container para poner todos los elementos en diferentes bricks.
They were telling me that you use one container to locate all of the elements.
Hay unos
Eh?
5 líneas.
No, we use one container to group them together, and then inside that container we have separate container and articles as well.
See?
So from the page hierarchy that I've shown you here, you can see actually all of these items are put into this capability stack container. So with one container to holding up all the stack items first. And this view should be collection showcase stack. And then I'll draw you a picture actually. So how we structure them is similar like firstly we need to think about what we're gonna publish. Okay? So
¿Sí es correcto esto que está?
Sí.
Sí.
firstly, for example, we have a page. That's the page. And then we have banner, which we published as a separate item. Okay, that's the banner. Okay, and then what we need to do is create a container holding up all the items first.
Tiene un pad.
That container is a stack container.
Sí, con razón.
And inside of there, we can publish some items like this is a group. Each row will be a group, okay? And each of the row, it can be grouped by articles, or it can be grouped by container. So each of this row is kind of like a group again. So this is a whole group, that container holding it. So inside each of the group here, we can put like a big image asset and some articles in here. And also we can put 3 items here as well. And we can put some like small articles on this side and big image on this side. Okay, so that's how we structure the featured page. And also you can like change the group order. Says if I want these 3 items to be shown off first, then you can just go to the stack container, this one, and adjust the orders of these group things inside. Okay, so for this one, this image on the left, article on the right, we just group them like article, because it's just an article and image. So we choose a view of like showcase left item because the image is showing on the left. And for this one, because it's got 3 items, so we use another container to group them together, and then we publish one article with the image, article with the image, article with the image. Okay? And for this kind of like template, we just need another article holding an image. So we choose the article view of showcase right item because the image will be on the right. This one. Okay? And then the article text is showing on the left. So that's how we group them. Is that clear?
Yes, thank you. That clarifies the questions here in the team. ¿Más preguntas? There are no more questions. Excuse me, yes, one question. One second. Sí.
Para la imagen del banner.
In regards of the banner image.
Usó el view que se llama Features Banner.
¿Qué hizo?
You want, I can explain in Spanish.
Usó el view que se llama Features Banner.
For that image, we believe you use
Features Banner View.
Features Banner View.
Why not using Banner View only?
Why don't use?
No, it's feature banner is for the banner image.
Pero ¿por qué no usar banners?
I think they're talking about the template.
Banner.
The question is,
banner.
why cannot use only banner?
Banner is not belongs to any container in here. Banner is separate asset.
¿Sí? ¿Qué es un ban? ¿Sí te refieres a eso o no?
Sí, al banner principal de la página.
Más bien no te escuchó lo último.
I think they're asking about the view of the page, same view page.
That one, exactly, the view. The question is, why don't use
The view banner only.
the view banner only instead of the
Feature.
feature banner?
The view of the page should be this one, detail banner principal alternative. That's for the features page view. All of them is the same if you want to create a features page. Because if it's detail banner principal light or dark, it's going to be the general like model page template. The banner will be smaller. But for this features page, the banner will be bigger.
¿Les resolvió? ¿Te
Sí,
resolvió?
porque dijo que no se le veía bien.
Okay, I think we got it. Thank you.
Okay, so that's all for features page. And now I'm going to cover something
¿Alguna duda
for
del
the
feature page?
JavaScript
Okay, ya se mueve.
350. Mexico doesn't have it. Mexico 350 is all Flash version. But we have a JavaScript version which can work with a tablet like iPad, because the iPad doesn't have Flash installed on it, so the Flash one doesn't really working well on tablet device. So for Argentina, it's already using the JX360. So if I click that, what you can see is loading up. It's got the loading bar, it's loading the image up. So if I scroll it, you can see the cost 360. I think the rental one may be much nicer.
está diciendo, no, más que me está explicando la cómo tiene las opciones
De esto, ¿no?
de tres columnas,
Ah, ya. Eso parece que estaba algo específico de esto.
It's loading this.
No cargado.
Render images of I think about
Pesado, que
70
tarda mucho.
and about among VPN is slow. So you can see it can have some like background images as well. So how we do this is firstly, maybe I show you a bunch of 360 images. So firstly, all of this 360 is an image series that we put onto the Akamai server. So if I go to
Oye, ¿sí puedo usar ese?
So here I show you is the Akamai server login, and you won't have the login, but it's just to give you a better idea. So if I go to FAR, let me see if I can find any 360 images.
Está buscando su secuencia de imágenes.
se carga lo de la animación está.
FAR,
No, lo de
La de...
360. For example, if I go to render, I download some images to have a look. So as you can see, the image will be provided to you like this. You can see it's turning, okay? I haven't downloaded all the images, but it's an example. So the market are required to cutting these images into the right size, and they will provide you with this whole series of images. After you've got that, you can send it to me, and then I will upload it to Akamai. But you're going to be the one that publish the link and linking them to the Akamai server to read out all of these images. Okay, so how you publish them?
Que va a subir las imágenes a Akamai, ¿no? Para que estén ahí, que no pesen tanto.
there is a link that we put the 360 links in on the page. So I'll show you there is a link in here, so that when you click, you got the 360 pop-up. So firstly, we need to create a link asset that we call web 360 link is the view, and the title is the title that's going to be displaying. In here, you can see it's the star 360, same as the title. And then in the target, what we need to do is link this link asset to a container asset. Okay, you can see it's a EFY container. So bring up this container. So inside this container, you can see the view is Web 360 overlay. And inside container, there are one articles, which we call the Ranger 360 exterior. This one, the inside article, the view should be 360 vehicle. Because why we put a container in here instead of just to put article in here is we actually got the option that you can switch the 360s between models or between exterior and interior. A quick example can be in Australia. Focus. So if I click this link, so you can see there is a button here said the switch to sedan. So if I click that, the 360 is going to be switched to another model. We can only switch between two models, okay, or from exterior and interior. Because inside this container, we can only put two articles inside. Okay, so but what's inside these articles? So firstly, we got location, which is telling the system where we locate all of our 360 images. In here, we put the Akamai link. Okay, so this address is Akamai address. And then following by is the folder that we've got in the Akamai server. Select that. You can see it's the same folder, LATAM, FAR, 360, and Render. So don't forget to put this slash at the end of the render, because it's telling the system that you should find out all the images that's underneath of this render folder. And then file name prefix, you don't need to change anything on that. This one, but by the following, you need to tell the system what's the file name prefix you need to put it up in there. So it depends on what the file name the market give it to you. But by uploading them, you can see all of them is like been naming in this series. They're all starting with Ranger and underscore. And then it's the number, JPG. So what you need to put up is put up the whole text that before the number begins. So it's going to be like this, Ranger underscore. Okay, so because if it's Mondero, if it's been naming differently, it's Mondero, then you put Mondero underscore 001. Or if it's SMAX, you put SMAX. Also be careful, lowercase and uppercase is matter in here. So be careful on the text, you need to put exactly the same name as your image file name. Okay. So that's the prefix we determined, and we need to tell the system how it starts and how it ends. So for this one, it starts with 0. If I go back to render, you can see the number are start with 1 and finish at 73. So we put 1 followed by start and 73 followed by the end. Okay, and then this is important as well. Counter format. This one we put n numbers here. It depends on how many digits the image name is using to present. For example, this one is 001, so we put triple N in here, okay? But if the number is like just a 01 or 01, which is just a 2-digit number, we just put 2N, double N in here. So it all depends on what the image format, the image name format it is. An extension, it should be always like JPG, because the image format should be JPG format. But if you've been providing like PNG images, then you need to change it into the PNG in here. Okay. Is that clear?
Es que yo sí tengo una pregunta, porque, o sea, sí,
One second, we
Well,
have
and
questions.
subject-
Just 1 second, please. Perdón.
o sea, sí entendí cómo sacó cada una de esas cosas, pero en dónde los subimos nosotros, pero nosotros no tenemos acceso al Godzilla.
¿A qué?
Tenemos acceso a ese FTP para subirnos
Al
imágenes.
Godzilla.
Excuse me, they are asking me about access. Well, yeah, 1 second. ¿Qué pasó? ¿No?
No,
Ah.
perdón.
They are asking me about access to the FTP.
You don't have access. You can't access FTP from board or government office.
¿Cómo?
Leon has tried that, but it's been it is not successful. It looks like board doesn't allow to connect to FTP.
O sea, no se puede.
Pero entonces nosotros, ¿dónde lo subimos el archivo?
So the
That's
question.
why you don't have access to it. So every time if you're trying to upload videos, if you're trying to upload 360, you come to me.
Excuse me,
We'll help you out to upload them.
could you repeat the last part, please?
Sí, o sea, cada vez que tengan un requerimiento para subir un nuevo 360, tendrán que enviárselo directamente allí, ya que no se puede acceder desde las laptops de Ford.
Okay, entonces,
Alright.
Correct. We understand that we have to send the materials to you, the assets, for uploading, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. ¿Otra cuestión? ¿Otra pregunta? No. Thank you.
También va a
thank
ser
you.
lo mismo para el caso de los videos.
Same with the videos, okay? Okay. We understand now. Thank you.
Okay. So that's for the JS 360. Next item can be newsrooms.
Perdón, esa ruta que ella está manejando ahí, entonces esa ruta nos la va a mandar ella.
Ella
No,
nos
de
dio.
la de Pack Video. ¿Qué ves que te decía que lo tienen que subir a Kamai? A Kamai dices.
So newsroom. This one is what we call newsroom, which we can have a functionality like this. So you got when you're landing the page, you got all of these articles available for you to view. It's got dates on it, and if you click inside, you can got the full details of your articles and news. You can even sometimes insert images into it to more explaining and showing your newsroom out. So And inside the left-hand side, you can search for like what you want. You got two search, or you can choose what you want to search for. So you can type in some information here to search. For example, if I type Ford, that's the keyword search. So every article that including Ford will be displayed out for you. And we can search by the date as well. Normally it's the year. So if I want to search for something that is 2012, all the 2012 articles will be showing up. Okay. So how we do that is, let me go to the Newsroom. This is being done by creating an article we call article locator asset. So if I go there, news. News page articles. And here is the article locator. This asset we call DFY article locator asset, okay? And it's only used for the newsroom, or sometimes we use for blog page. So newsrooms, the view should be web newsroom, and then if I open this up, see keyword search. If I tick yes in here, that means I want to enable the keyword search. The keyword search in the newsroom, which is this one, keyword search. We put the labels in here as well. And we can actually enable headline search as well, but this is not the case here. But if the market wants to, you can add the link. So it will have another text box below the keyword that you can input some text in, and it will only search for headlines in news. And also we have sub-headline search. Plus the category search, this one is not applicable. So the category, normally we don't use that. So archive period label. This one, an archive period is being selected to 12 months. This one is something that we set up when the page first loading, when like nobody has inserted anything yet, but when the page first loading, we want something show out, right? We don't want them to like display a blank space in here. We want something show out. So this archive period is control what we want show out when the page first loading. It can be 12 months. It can be 1 month, it can be 6 months, okay? So that if we choose 12 months, everything that's published like before the date of 12 months will be shown up. That's why you can see there are a lot of them. It depends, because if you choose like just to show in 1 month, and there are no news articles has been published inside 1 month's time, it won't show out anything. It will be blank in the right-hand position. So that's why we choose a more safer period, which is 12 months, okay? And result per page. This one is control how many articles we want to show. in the result page. So in here we set up 10. So that's why you can see 10 articles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's why it's showing 10 articles in here. And everything that is more than 10, it will be displayed in another page. Which you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 page. You can select page number to see more. Okay, so you can have like put 10 here or even 30 here. It's all up to you. Okay, and then fields to display. This one control what I want to display on the article assets. Like in here, normally we select to display the headline and article date, which is this one. That's headline. That's article date. And we display some abstract as well that just telling the user what is this article is saying, some brief information. Okay. So and inside this article locator asset, we need to set up a result page. Okay. So inside, this one is just for like some omniture posts, because normally before omniture we just link the same page as the result page, but for omniture we need to track them differently. So you can see the analytics page name is different, it's news detail, but this one is just news. Okay, so that's for omniture news. So inside this result page, we include the same article locator as this one. We just include the same one. Okay, and we grab from right metadata is meta, but we need the sidebar here. Because this sidebar is just holding a position for this search box in here. So inside this sidebar, we just put the same article locator. So the structure gonna be is like on this landing page, two important things. Okay, so one is the article locator. Another one is the container that containing this article locator and assigned to the sidebar of this page. So let me show you. So in the page content, you can see the article locator in here. Okay. And then in the sidebar position of the page, you've got this container assigned to this sidebar. And inside this container, you put the article locator again inside of it. It's just the terminal system. Here is the position. I won't have this. Okay, but you put the same content in it. It's all article located. So, where are those articles? How is the article locator knows which articles I need to display out? How did the article locator know? Because we got hundreds and thousands of articles inside system. How is the system know which one is for this newsroom? This all determined by the subtype here. Because inside one publication, you can have like 2 article locators that display totally different content. You can have 3, you can have 4. It's all determined and decided linked with this subtype. So if I added this article locator, you can see the subtype. We can create subtype for you. It's but this 3 is something that available for use here. But you can definitely create more than 3. You can create 4, 5, 6 subtype like that. But currently, there is the media release going to be the standard one that for you to use because it's already been created. So if you choose the subtype media release in your article locator, then what you need to do to create an article that linking to this article locator is Okay, so inside this news article, as you can see, it's just like normal articles. This one is not right, you don't have to follow that. The view should be just the web detail. The view doesn't really matter here. Just make sure you select the right template. So, as you can see inside this article asset, the subtype is media release as well. So it's the same as in this article locator. That's how the system links them together. So from this article locator, it will list out all the articles that got this subtype, which is the same as the article locator. It's media release. Okay. So inside of this article, what else we need to publish? Headline. Yes, of course. This one gonna be the one that's showing up here in this position. And also there is another important thing to publish is the date. Okay, so for all the newsroom articles, date is a mandatory thing. If you didn't publish the date, it won't show up as well. The date is following some certain format. Of course, the time won't be shown up in here because time is not really that important. But you can adjust the time to adjust the display order, because always the latest article gonna be displayed in the first position. So the time is for us to use to adjust the order of the articles that is displaying up. Because you can see there are some orders here, even though it's the same day, but it's following some order. This all depends on the time. Okay, so time needs to be followed in this format. So if you're not sure what format to follow, you can click this question mark. It should pop up something that doesn't work in my office. But this is the format that you need to follow to publish the date onto it. And also, this one, Omniture Analytics article name. This one is for the Omniture tracking purpose. So what we put in, because if it's the English site, what we need to put in is just the headline of your articles. But because all of the site in LATAM is in Spanish, and Omniture doesn't track the Spanish text, so instead we put the article IDs into it. Okay, so that's for Omniture tracking purpose. Of course, you won't have the ID when you just creating the articles, but you can put it later on after you finish creating the articles. You will know the article ID, so you can add it and put it back in once you create it. So here is the abstract for the article that's going to be shown out inside this position. That's the abstract text. And the abstract won't show out in the real content. Abstract is not showing. Abstract is just showing in the result content, but it won't show in. And then it's the main content of the news. You can publish or so how we insert image inside this article asset? We can see there is something like that. This is the code that we insert image. You don't need to follow the exact code. What you need to do is just like put the image in here. And to find out the image asset that you want to put it inside, for example, you want to use some image asset. This is just the example. I choose any. Just the example to show you how to include it. Now I choose my image in here, and then I select the highlight it, and then go back here, click this include button. Okay. So select maybe this image view is just the detail. I stick and close. So the system will generate this code for you automatically, so you don't have to copy it back. If you're using this format, the system will generate it. So that's how we input images. And that's for all the newsrooms. Any questions?
No, G, thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Another tool that I'm going to cover is the dealer locator.
De hecho, esto ya lo hicieron. ¿Qué otra herramienta? Vamos a ver lo de concesionario. Ay, los mapas.
Ya nos metió bastantes herramientas.
Esto literal es seguir el manual.
Oye, pero va como
Yo siempre que lo hago lo
So
sigo con
here
el
is the
manual.
dealer locator. Once you've been handed over the site, the dealer locator will be already there for you to just maintenance them. So you don't need to worry about how to set it up and things like that, but you will need to know how to update them. So dealer locator, firstly we use a dealer locator asset. We put this asset up, this dealer locator asset. You can see this text is something that you can change. Provincial, local, this one is coming from the dealer locator asset straight away, not from the translation asset. Okay. And this is for something that's central, where we determine which is the central location of Argentina, and we put some geocoding. A high distance to a dealer, yes, because we don't want to show the distance to a dealer in the result page, so we just find this. Funnel name, this one is for omnichannel traffic use. So when you be handed over, this already be ready for there. So how you update your dealer information? It's inside this tab. So inside this dealers tab, by extend the dealers tab, you can see all the dealer assets is here. Okay, and if you extend the state and city, you can see all the state and cities is here as well. So the state got belonging cities, things like that, and it's all up on your hands to maintain them. Because if later on you receive a request that says, oh, I want updates on city names, so here is the place that you go to edit and update them. So if you need to create a new dealer asset, you remember it must have a parent, because all of the dealers should belong to some city, is it? So that's a common sense. You need to assign a parent to it. By creating a dealer asset, you can either go here. Yes, so you put your dealer here. You put this name is for system name, and then external IP doesn't matter.
La verdad, este lo edito a mano.
City, here is the parent that you choose from. Which city you need to choose which city
Lo que hacen con
this
todo
dealer
esto
is
es que
belongs to.
generas
That's a
un
mandatory.
XML y ese
Okay?
XML se tiene que subir a una cuenta de Bing Maps.
Dealer code.
Entonces la única diferencia es que lo está
It's
haciendo
mandatory
aquí
thing as
con
well,
base en la
because you don't have
herramienta.
CRM at the
Yo
moment,
agarro,
but
copio,
at least
pego
you need to give it
datos a
a
mano
code
o el
to put it
XML.
in for the system to
Lo
recognize
mismo.
it. Dealer name, that's going to be the one that's showing out
O sea que ya tienes el
in the
XML,
search
ya no
result.
cambias estos datos.
Lo
So
descargo.
put in the name
Creo
and
que es
function
necesario.
as well. And explain all the list one. So address, you need to put address, let the dealer show up. It will be shown in the result page. See, that's the address that you put it in. And then you can have postcode, countries, you don't need to worry about that. This one is just for some Middle East localization. Don't worry about that.
Para que se
But
integre
put
en la
your
lista.
phone numbers, your
Y cuando tú haces
website.
una búsqueda, ya te
If you
aparece
got that kind of
debajo.
information, it's all going to show up in here. Let me show you example of the way.
Más o menos. La de México, digamos que es una. La que tenemos de dealers es una propia. Que es está en el sitio de distribuidores fuerte. Es un iframe. No, nada que ver con esto. Esta nada más se ocupa para Ford se ocupa. En Ford se ocupa si está este mapa. Pero no es para los distribuidores. También en Argentina y demás, pero. Digo, dentro de México lo único que lo ocupa es Ford se ocupa. Pero no es para los dealers, sino para las escuelas. Las escuelas que
So if you can see, if you put more information in your dealer asset, more information will be showing up. So if you've got website, you can click this website to go to the dealer website, and if you've got email, if you click that, it will populate that from the email from your Outlook. Will generate that maybe in field of the service. Since you've got this category instead of service column. This category information you need to insert into authorize the functions of the dealer. So if you input any information here, it will be displayed in the category column. So most of the important thing on your dealer locator you can't forget is the dealer latitude and longitude. Because if you create a dealer and do not have geocode inside, when you're trying to upload them into BMap data source, it will give you an error message. You won't be able to upload the dealer file into BMap account. Okay? So also these two flags, sales dealer flag, you don't need to worry about that. This is for some other country functionality. But dealer status flag, this one, if you want the dealer to be showing out in your dealer locator, you need to tick that box. Okay? But for some, maybe in some cases, you want to create these dealers, but this dealer is not ready yet. You don't want it to be shown out, and you don't want to be included in the file, in XML file that you uploaded to the BMap account. So you can still creating the dealers, but check this box out. So this dealer will still stay inside the CMS. You can still find them in this list, but it won't be generated in the XML file that you are going to upload to BMap. Okay, so this is the place that you can control it. Okay, so after you finish creating dealer assets, or you update some details in your dealer assets, the next step is going to be upload them into BMap account. Because all of this information is not reading directly from our CMS. All of this dealer information is reading from the BMap account data source. So after you update the dealer asset in the CMS, in the Dragonfly, what you need to do is select these dealers, right click, and select upload dealers to BIM. Select that. Okay, and then choose this one. Download Dragonfly data as a bitmap XML file. Okay, click that.
Eso está tal cual en el manual. No se preocupen mucho.
And you'll be
Ahora
offered
tengo la
like
fecha, o sea,
download
tengo que
this
hacer eso.
XML file.
Agarro
So you can download it into your desktop. Okay? Cancel that. So after you finish downloading the XML file, you scroll down, come to this one. Okay? Binrest API configuration for site FAR.
De hecho, yo prefiero bajar el que está en Bing.
Okay? Have a look in this settings. Firstly, most important is this data
Así no hay
source.
pierde. De que se te pierda algún.
Grab that
Siempre una copia.
information,
Antes. Antes de
copy
subirlo.
that,
Para seguridad.
Sí, por cualquier cosa.
¿De esta? ¿De esa?
Del que está en Bing.
I'll sign in first and go to this URL. I need to
Pues yo no
find.
supe de qué estaba hablando y me
Pero que
metí.
tienes que loguear, me quito con una cuenta propia.
So we have two accounts.
En el manual viene.
Viene la cuenta.
Ajá. Y para Colombia es otra. Que apenas me dieron ahí.
I think for FAR, it's in the same account with the
Te paso el manual y controlas. Literalmente. De hecho, se los pasé. Está en el share, se llama Process of Procedures. Bing Maps 2. El password es NextDigital 1, 2, 3.
Entonces, un
So you
password.
enter this account,
Sí.
upload data to a data source. Click that one.
Si le dan Manage My Data Resources, la que es la segunda.
So in
Para
here,
meter el mapita.
Ajá.
you need to
Para
put
actualizar.
the data source
Y
name,
el segundo les
which
van a
you
salir
put
cuáles
the
son los que
copy.
tienen.
Master key.
Este es ya para subir.
You can see there are three here. Which one you know is the right one? So go back to here. You see being master key. Let me see
Hello?
if it's working. No, you can't see it. Another way to see it is create or view keys, so you will know which one is the real master key one. Normally it's the same. 3, 4, email, enterprise. This one is query key. So this one gonna be the master key. So AVDY1. So master key, I'm going to select
Eso
this
para que
one.
sepamos que llave
And
seleccionar a
query
la hora
key
de
is this
crear
one.
los
Query
Bing
key, you
Maps.
can see it from here. That's the query key.
Eso ni sabía que existía, la verdad es que lo creé.
Query
No.
key.
De Bing copia esa.
So I can think set up the other way around.
Es una llave.
So just choose that.
Copia y la pega en.
Query key is AVD1. And
Para
then
seleccionar,
upload
selecciona su
the
archivo.
you already, you
Y
just,
que acabo de bajar.
you just publish.
Ajá.
And don't forget to check this box and
Te
then
publicas
click
el control.
upload. If you
Se
don't check
actualiza
this
y ya.
box, your updated XML file won't be updated.
Que
Okay.
agregues un
So, but this one is FAR. So,
toda la lista.
what I'm going to show you is I'll do
Agregas
the
un distribuidor y tienes que usar todo.
Por eso les decía que tienen que mejor.
I'll
Cuando
show you
hagan
how we
eso, se
do
van a
that
Manage My
in
Data Source para que tengan una copia del último
for Colombia.
en caso de cualquier accidente.
because it's
Actualiza.
using another
Si todo
account.
está
I
bien,
think I already sent out the account
y
to
si no, de
you.
cualquier manera, pues tienes el de
Just
respaldo.
click that.
Y ya pueden actualizar sobre el de respaldo incluso. Te digo, yo siempre actualizo sobre el de respaldo.
This one is well
Nunca
the
utilizo
those
la
three
Downfly
and
para eso.
inner market sit in.
Esa es la otra cuenta. bigmap@lib.com.ar.
Careful, all the API
¿Es
market
para todos?
data source is inside this account. So when you're trying to upload the data source to it,
Ya sé que lo sé.
just upload what you need to. So you can see there are more keys here. In order to not confusing you, I go to FCO.
You sent the email last night.
View keys as well. Inside this account is more clear. So BMAP master, this one gonna be the master key you need to use. And query, that's gonna be the one that you use for your query key. So master one gonna be the AI one. This is the query key is the AP1. The master is the AI one. Master key is the AI one. Query key is the AP1. To upload your FCO. The FCO production. You just grab the document here. And paste it up here. Okay? So the other is the same. You put your files in here, and then you check this box, and then you upload. Okay? You should be able to see the updates maximum 24 hours, but normally it's just a take like 20 minutes. So you can see your updates online already. Okay, but it do got chance that it will be cached by the BMAP data source system. So if you can't see your updates there, maybe just to check in another day, so it will be there. Because if that data has been searched for like 1,000 times or like 100 times, it will be cached by the system. Okay, so that's for the display locator. Any questions?
No, yeah, I think it's clear.
Yo nada más quiero hacer una cosa.
No? Okay.
Wait, just 1 minute.
¿Cómo obtiene el dato de la longitud y de la latitud de cada distribuidor?
Okay.
Distribuidor.
Sorry, how do we get the data of the latitude and longitude of the place of the distribution of the dealer?
Oh, you mean the geocode? It should be provided by the dealer.
By the market.
Okay.
Should be provided by the market.
Yeah, when they give you, like, they want to create a new dealer asset, they need to give you the geocode as well, along with the other information.
Okay, great.
Esto ya está creado, solo nos vamos a agregar.
Sí o no, o sea, en el caso de que te den uno más, te deben de dar la latitud y la longitud. De hecho, también Marta.
Pero la parte como tal de
Okay,
mapas es lo que
now,
se crean.
now I'm
No,
going
no.
to show
Just
you
like
how to publish the omniture tagging. It's, as you can see, when you've been, as you all know, when you hand over the site, normally the omniture is already live. So when you're doing any updates, like creating a new page or creating a new nameplate, you need to, like, even create a new feature carousel. You will be required to insert omniture tagging at the same time when you're creating as well. So for vehicle section, insert omniture tagging is pretty identical. They're all the same. So you must already have this omniture publishing instruction document. Because
No tenemos el
when
documento,
I'm there
¿verdad?
in Mexico, I already gave that to
El
them.
Omniture Publishing Instruction.
So if you are not sure which values to put in, you can have a look inside this document, or you can even have a look what's been published already on the site. Because this document might be updated sometime, because the global team is keep changing the values that needs to put it up.
Ah, ya sé.
So
cuál
this
es.
one is just for some like basic thing.
Sí, sí lo tenemos.
But best way always is follow what's been done already. So for example, in your nameplate, if you've been asking by to create another nameplate, like for every nameplate page, for every single your vehicle page, the most important thing is you include the vehicle parent into the analytics context position. Okay? You need to include the vehicle parent for every single page that belongs to these vehicles. And there are three mandatory things that you need to publish for every page.
Cuando hacen una página
Is this
cualquiera
three one.
de vehículo,
You've
ya
got
sea galería,
analytics plan,
especificaciones,
you've got analytics
whatever,
hierarchy, and you've got analytics channel.
tienen que incluir en
So,
una
for the nameplate
casilla que se
home,
llama Analytics
it's always
Context,
going to be these three
que
values.
viene Analytics, viene Navigation Page
And
y viene el de Contents.
if you need to create
En
a
Analytics
non-vehicle
tienen que jalar
page,
el
like the
vehículo
general
que
content
crearon
page,
o en el que están
what are you going to
referidos.
put it in?
El
It
vehicle
depends
parent
on
nada
what's been given in the PBS. So normally for your non-vehicle page, you only need to put these three values. So how we can find these three values in the PBS? I'll just show you. You will be given the PBS by the global team. So you can see the example of the PBS will be look like that. For all of these columns is indicate some values that they want to track. So normally, we only need to worry about three values that we put onto the page for your non-vehicle, which is the page name, the channel, which is this column, the channel, and the hierarchy. Okay, so page name is gonna be the first value we put inside Omnichannel Analytics name. So if
Esto
you
realmente
see
es todo
you
el
need
tema de
to put some
métricas,
page
de
name
cómo está
like
compuesto
that,
de los tags y eso.
you put into Analytics name in this position. And Analytics hierarchy, that value going to be inside this column, higher one, H1 value, okay? So that's going to be the one that put into there. Then Analytics channel,
Ya vienen
this
definidos por
one, gonna be the one that CH
Lo
value
único que
here.
agregarías
You can see
es
it's
cuando es
all
campaña
vehicle.
o algo, al
Sometimes you
final
need to select different
selección
values together.
este fue el nacional de crédito.
Okay. And there is another thing is this omnichannel site. Normally, if you don't select anything, it will be called red as default one. But for some owner pages, this one is site value. It all be for brand. You don't need to specify it if it's for brand. But if you need to input for owner in it, you just need to choose what owner from the drop down, because you will have the drop down. Okay. So that's all the available values for omnichannel site. So that's for the home page. Something else needs to be tagged on the home page is feature carousel. And also in the Columbia, you need to tag the download brochure button, menu button as well, and also hotspot too. So you just need to follow what has been created already and just copy across so that you won't be missing anything. Okay. You can see here is the two analytics definition we need to insert it. Also very important is if it's article or if it's image, you always check this. Has omnichannel analytics data. Otherwise it won't be checked. So that's the value we need to put it in. Also for this download brochure, here is the analytics definition we need to link to. So for the menu, here is the definition. So for the home page, for the models page, it's pretty much the same. We put models into here, and then it's still wrinkles. And this CTA button is sharing across all of it. So if you got it right on home page, you got it right on all the other. So for this image, we don't track them. But there are some extra things in your derivative page, which is inside the models. Instead of, remember we need to input the model vehicles into all of our vehicle page, but with this model derivative, we need to put the vehicle derivative assets as well to be able to track them. So Omniture team is requiring to track each of the derivative on the derivative page. So you put the right derivative according to the page. So that's the extra things. All the others is pretty straightforward. So for specification, what you need to worry about is the specification. So for gallery, for each of the gallery image assets, you need to include analytics definitions in it, which should be gallery view photo. And this one, link name, you need to select which one is right. For example, exterior gallery, you should only include the exterior analytics definitions to it. But for interior gallery, you put the interior link name. Link interior.
Carlita, ahorita te lo envío. Es que nos estamos mudando allá.
And also,
ustedes nos están cambiando ahorita.
videos. That's another thing that we need.
Ahorita te lo mando de allá. Ahorita regreso. Acuérdense que si bajan el mouse.
Let's see how the videos. Do you got any video photo of Mexico?
In the exports? On the hotspots?
Because for videos, we track them. We need to put some extra things on Also, I think when you launch some like new nameplate or you launch some campaigns, you go to the global team to ask them to check the omniture tagging as well. Is that? Because if you don't ask them to check them, it might not be checked correctly. You need to communicate.
¿Y en dónde los van a poner?
¿Quién?
And if they do a sanity check, they will come back to you.
Probably Rafael can help you with this.
Oiga, ya me perdí. Me está haciendo la galería, ¿verdad?
Está revisando dónde está un hotspot tagueado.
Is that in the feature carousel? Yeah.
I think so. It's not. Try.
Oh, maybe this one. Yeah.
Me encontraba dibujando Yoshi en 3D.
Oh.
¿Es España?
Is that something that you creative assembly. Oh, see, you haven't included analyzing definitions in it. That means this pop-up won't be tracked.
Perdón, pues es que hoy me está hablando de una cosa.
Oh.
Ahora una idea.
They're not-
No, they are not tracked at all.
Ahora que pueden.
Ahora vamos a estar. A ver a qué hora a ver a qué hora
Because,
cuando
yeah, you put it yes in here, but you forgot to link without analytics definitions to it.
Vele la
Icon is your update. Yeah, see? For icon, for the feature carousel, you need to input these two analytic definitions to the image. This one is what we done in last year September, so we include the correct analytic definitions to it. But episode, I think you created newly, so you didn't include any definition in it. That means this pop-up has no tracking at all. That's from last year as well. So you might need to look into that. And you might need to check the others. Because if you create a new asset, you need to be careful to think about only to track it. Okay? If you don't include them, it won't be tracked at all.
Yes, every asset that you create, you should fill them to
And
things.
you need to select this one. You need to check this box. Also on the container, you need to publish something.
Quiero un circulito de esos.
¿Cómo lo hace para que tu mouse tenga
There
todas
is
las
a
bolitas?
Es una
content.
aplicación.
Es
¿Es
de
una
la,
aplicación?
es de la misma.
Del mouse.
De la ¿cómo se llama?
¿Del Citrix?
Del Citrix.
Sí. No sé.
No sé, nunca lo he podido.
A lo mejor sí. No, tendrías que estar en Citrix para probar. A lo mejor sí. O a lo mejor es una aplicación de Sonos. Chido.
No, a mí sí me gustó.
Sí.
De la otra que
Yo tenía una así antes. Genius tenía algo así. Pero puedes bajar, puedes buscar.
Voy a ver. Pero
Búscalo
luego sí hay unos muy
como
castrosos.
Mouse Dock.
A mí no
Pero aquí
me
no
gusta
vamos a
porque
poder
el otro
instalar
está
nada.
raro.
Sí,
¿Eh?
No vamos a poder instalar nada.
Ahí está como de.
Sí,
Cuando
cierto.
pegas algo y una etiqueta te está y no puedes leer.
All of these videos are these are videos
Es
as
tan
well.
malo como
So on the for this feature for this image asset, firstly you need to tick this box, and then you need to have these two items. If it's on homepage feature carousel, okay. If it's on homepage feature carousel, you need to include these two values, and also back to this container, you need to include some tracking
No me
code
tocó
as
hacer
well.
la
Let me grab it.
Pero sus vehículos que hicieron en Integration, ¿no? También. Sí llegaron hasta aquí. Bueno, Roy y Mike.
Roy Mac y los aplicados. Ay, qué padre me siento.
Te queremos. ¿Qué onda con su-
Oye, pero si tú ya tienes eso en tu... ¿De verdad lo estás enseñando? La galería. Tú ya la tienes hecha, ¿no?
¿Por qué crees que no estoy viendo?
Pero en tu vehículo ya tienes la galería, ¿no?
Ah, la galería. No, la estaba haciendo ya.
Ah, pero todavía no la
No,
acabas.
todavía no la acabo. Es que me di cuenta, es que me equivoqué.
So I'll fix this one for you so that you will follow for the others.
Ah, ok.
So you can just get the same one from here, from icon. So firstly, check this box, okay? And the matrix complex, just grab this one and put this down. Okay? And save it. Then another thing that you need to do on the video container. For this video, paste this code. Be careful. It needs to have this package returns at the end of each line. Okay, so it needs to be occupying of each line inside here. Because if you don't do that, we need to be tracking what work as well. So the title, this one is URL video downloading.
Pues eso es para cuando es video que es
The title,
No.
like the bride.
Bueno, sí.
So,
Es más que para los
what's
carruseles.
hay videos que no son.
You need to give an English name. So control.
Aunque de hecho el artículo no es necesario que lleve eso.
It's up to you what name you can
Realmente que lleves el link. Pero bueno.
Think control. So
Oye, ¿qué es de la arrogancia, no? Que no tiene nada que hacer. No se lo pasa ¿No qué hace?
give it here.
¿Qué es lo que él hace?
Rafa es
So you need this
marketing,
code
pero
to
ese
extract the
contacto,
video.
digamos,
We
que
just
entre
got
Forth y el exdirector.
just save it for
Ese tiene
15
todo
here,
el
and then
Por
you can
eso
do
es
Bueno,
que
sí, de los
está
the
videos.
same with the other
Digamos que tiene
videos.
responsabilidad
That's-
de que
de que
Pub
se
Hub
esté haciendo bien.
haga las cosas bien.
Ah, que Rafael
Okay,
siempre
so,
anda ahí de
Rafael
dijo que no sé qué.
Because normally you are just updating your vehicle
Hay
count.
que,
For non-vehicles,
hay que saberle manejar.
what you need to be careful is just
¿La Carla la quiere?
but
La
if
sigue en
it's
Twitter y
gallery,
todo.
then you need to import tagging
La sigue en Twitter y
into
todo.
non-vehicle gallery. Yeah.
Claro que sí.
All of this gallery for image, but
¿No te sigue?
¿Me sigue?
Creo que sí. A mí me
Now,
dijo,
if you
es Atems,
create a new
¿verdad?
section,
Sí.
you make sure
Sí.
you inform the global team and they will give you updated.
Se la pasaban troleándose
so you should
mutuamente.
follow that. If you're not sure what that is, if you did, you ask them as well.
Gracias, Carla.
So that's for omniture tracking. We got two items left, which is given price tool and comparator tools. We'll come back in 4 minutes time. We'll come,
¿Manera?
okay? We can have a 4 minutes break and we'll come back to cover those two items.
No.
¿Dice que regresa?
No sé, ya no entendí.
Okay, thank you.
Digo que te regresaba.
Dile que sí.
¿Qué Hewitt? ¿Qué onda, León? ¿Cómo andas?
¿Qué onda? Ahorita vengo, ¿eh? Saludos.
Sí, sí, sí.
Sí.
Bien, mil gracias.
Ah. ¿Te mandas por tu encuentro de trabajo de hoy?
Mucho.
¿Qué? Sí, de verdad. ¿De verdad? Ah, pero te lo hiciste aquí, ¿o?
Sola
¿Te lo
en
traes? Ah. No, sí, sí. Ese pinche. Yo, una hermana. Ah.
Ahora sí, estoy feliz.
¿Y la cerveza? Oye, ya no.
¿Ya estás ahorita?
No, pero no vamos a poder experimentar contigo.
Oye, ¿qué no para atrás?
¿La pagas?
¿Ya te vas?
Ya.
¿No quieres que la ponga en
Gracias.
un lado?
Gracias.
¿Es cumpleaños?
No. piloteándolos ahí. Va a ser más, espero sea más cómodo que yo. Espero, es muy difícil ser cómodo, pero bueno. Se le da.
Suerte, muchas gracias.
Bonito viaje.
Diviértete. Mucho, muy bien.
Sí, mándanos
Ya
por
está,
Face.
ya.
Nos vamos hablando.
No olvidas de esto.
Y no me está acordando.
Nos mandas su
No importa, pero saca muchas fotos.
Sí, ya de regreso se las enseño.
No, por favor.
El video.
Diario.
No, la onda es que sí queremos hacer lo que les puse ahí en la reunión.
Ajá,
Queremos hacer la reunión con el dedo y todo el rollo. Para también poner la mesa de regalos, algo ahí más formal, más coqueto. Sí, ya para invitarlos a ustedes.
Sí.
Tengo un issue porque no le he dicho a Priscila, entonces no sé si decirle, no sé cómo decirle. Sí, lo voy a pensar. Porque pues, pasamos todo el pinche día con ella, entonces así como de... Pues no sé qué le voy a decir.
Es que
No le voy a decir
sabes
que es un pinche
espera.
evento, no se lo digan ustedes, no les voy a decir que es un pinche evento y es mi quinta y bla bla bla.
No.
Pero bueno, a lo mejor sí le cuento. Porque ella también trae sus cosas y a veces nunca se nos cuenta nada. Creo que de hecho este fin de semana ya se muda a vivir sola y esas cosas. Entonces, cosas que nos damos cuenta por Facebook, pero nunca hablamos. Y más ahora que vamos a estar juntos. O sea, sí me dijo, pero no es como pláticas y de ¿ves?
Sí, como
Es practicar.
no sé,
Estoy realmente perdido.
¿De qué hablábamos?
ya mañana no viene.
Adiós.
Pues viaje.
Escribe Pub Hub.
Tráeme una moneda de un casino.
Va.
Con una ficha, Nadie.
¿De qué hablábamos antes?
De eso no sé.
¿Eh?
Que ya saben.
¿Pero del Face y eso?
No.
¿Qué decía?
Ese está mal, ya.
Ya no.
Sí, llegué a la mitad, así que no, es que no vean mucho. Y yo,
Y nos agregó por accidente. Y yo así de ¿cómo?
no quería que nos enteráramos.
O sea que no era. No fue a propósito. No estoy invitada porque yo. Ay, yo pensaba.
Este es Alejandro, ¿verdad?
Qué Carlos,
¿Eh?
Este es Alejandro.
Sí.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué onda, Alex?
Hola.
Gracias.
Anda por esta mujer. Ahorita regreso.
¿Se fue G?
Sí, ahorita venía.
Ahorita viene.
Fue
A
por-
esta hora siempre nos
Por
da
escala.
receso.
Fue por unos hot dogs,
Se
Se tardó un poco más ahora.
literalmente.
va a
Bueno,
poder.
ya estamos Priscila y yo allá con ustedes.
¿En dónde se sentaron?
Justo a un lado de, bueno, más bien a espaldas de ustedes.
Que están luego entrando los
Sí,
dos.
nos
Ay,
vamos a
qué
estar ahí
padre.
nada más 2 semanas máximo,
¿Por qué?
porque nos van a agarrar toda la esquinita que está ahí.
Dijiste que era para.
Las personas que están ahí se van a mover porque son de otra agencia o de otra empresa. No sé de
¿Cuál
quién.
esquinita?
¿La de allá?
La que está justo a espaldas de ustedes.
Ay, Yori.
Sí.
Todo
Y
triste.
nos vamos,
Chicos de Sodler.
y nos vamos a recorrer para allá.
Sutler Kids.
Y eso va.
Les van a dar aire. Aire.
¿No podemos dejar a Ari? Ay, sí.
No sé, levanten la mano.
¿Quién quiere a Ari? Yo.
No sé quién.
Ok, creo que hay votos.
La chica que está atrás de
Yo que no lo quería, pero bueno, les apoyo. Les apoyo.
Bueno, ahí en ese lugar se va a sentar Priscila y se va a sentar Osvaldo. Porque Osvaldo ya es account manager de Nueva Región, Brasil, etcétera, etcétera. Creo que no les habíamos dicho a ustedes oficialmente.
Ajá.
Entonces va a estar ayudándonos todavía en lo que está haciendo, pero se va a mover y ahí es donde van a estar los accounts. Carlita se va a mover más hacia donde está el escritorio por ser project.
Perdón, tantito. Es que está moviendo el mouse. Pero no se escucha nada. Perdón.
No, pero no
¿Sí?
está hablando,
ok.
¿eh?
Bueno.
No está hablando ella nada.
Ok. Ajá. Perdón.
Y ahí, así va a ser. Y los Sutler Kids dijeron que más tardan 2 semanas. Ahorita Carla Moncharras me dijo. ella me pidió que si me podía mover de una vez. Dije, sí. Entonces ahorita hay una pelea campal por los lugares de acá. Banamex y Microsoft los
Me
quieren.
imagino.
Y curiosamente hicieron el movimiento cuando no estaba José María. Entonces se me hace que ya bailó José
¿Quién
María.
es José María?
Un español alto.
Ah, ya.
Después él va para allá. Son las chicas y ya los asares.
Hello.
Bueno, ya van a venir ellas para acá.
¿Están ahí, chicos?
Sí, aquí estamos.
Sí, hablando de Omniture, el tagging, cuando se creen cosas nuevas y le crean, es necesario preguntarle al equipo global. Para eso le pueden preguntar a Rafa para que les ayude con eso.
Ay, no escuché bien.
Cuando creemos algo nuevo, hay que preguntar al equipo global para hacer la parte de outreach. Para lo que está ahí, más que tengamos los nombres.
Si son, por ejemplo, que estén creando un nuevo banner, no pasa nada, pues nada, pueden copiar el mismo tagging de Omniture que estaba creado para ese banner.
¿Cómo le hizo?
No sé, algo más bonito. Yo no. ¿Quién lo arregló?
¿Sí?
¿Quién arregló?
Sí, perdón, es que estábamos comentando otra cosa, León. Sí, queda claro que cuando es una creación nueva se tiene que reportar a nivel Omniture global, ¿no?
Así es, correcto. Y
Muy
si
bien.
ustedes no tienen contacto, pueden preguntarle a Rafa.
Ok, creo que eso quedó claro y justo recientemente lo hemos visto con él por secciones nuevas de FCSD, ¿sí?
Ok.
Eso lo hizo hasta allí, ¿no?
Ella le estaba viendo.
Ajá,
Okay,
eso ahorita
before we
lo
start the building code and comparators, because I fixed this. So your color picker is working now for the focus here. The problem here is when you create this link asset, you copy from mine, okay? But why you remove the title? This title is very important. As you can see, all of the link is got titles. It's doing something in the backend to request for models, okay? If you remove the titles, I just put it in to make it work. If you remove the titles, it won't work, okay? So be careful on that. You just need to copy across from this one and change the ID, that's all. Don't remove anything.
Okay.
Okay, that's why it's not working. Now it's working now, so you can see it's working. So you can finish your own one
¿Qué pasó?
today or tomorrow.
¿Qué
Also,
quieren?
Nada más decirle que estamos enterados.
try to keep as well the same view.
¿Que están enterados?
Sí.
Sorry?
Sí, es que ya no
Yes, they changed the view as well, the template of the link.
Sí.
So I
Oh,
changed
the
to
template is
controller.
not that important here. Yeah, but keep the template. But the view is not that important here. The most important thing is inside the title and the target. Also, in the title, be careful.
Sí, está bien.
You can't put any space by the end as well. If you put space, it won't work too. Okay? So
Que no dejen espacios.
it needs to be exactly like that. To be able to let the flash to read your data source.
¿Cómo hizo todo eso?
So
Sí,
for color picker, as I
el title,
said another time,
tenemos que llamar
you need
CSS
three things:
y la
one,
descripción del CSS
engine
sabe
and
que con ese
transmission,
title tiene que buscar esa instrucción.
and price.
No, a mí no
Two,
me preocupes,
color
van a sacar
feature.
ese target.
Three, at least the one specification data.
Sí.
And then you make
Súbele
sure
desde
you
cero.
publish the right link.
Antes.
Ya está ahí, es la dirección del
Okay, so-
asset del B2 part,
Working now,
del server.
you can follow with the other
Lo
video.
único que cambias es el ID a tu B2 part.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll list out the things because next week we won't have any session.
Ya.
So by the end of today, I'll list out the tasks that you need to be finished inside the training, inside this training publication. Like, you should have, I can see you already create some pages, that's good. But you need to put the content inside as well. So you will need to reach out to publish, to create a model page, which including files, to create a derivative page, which including files, and in your feature carousel, publish at least one video items inside. You can use the same video with the Mexico from the Akamai server. You can use the same one, okay? And maybe because I found out a lot of issues in Omniture, so publish the Omniture tag into the nameplate and your feature carousel as well. So also you need to publish something, at least one or two specification data into your specification, and try out accessories as well. And also, yeah, gallery, very important one too. And feature page as well. You don't need to create many, okay? You don't need to create many things like what we need to create for real template, but at least one page with some content, like one or two items inside, so that you will be practiced and more confident when you do the real work. So I'll list out all of that out in my email, and I will send it to you today. So because for the next week, you've got a whole week to do this work. So for next week, we won't have any training session next week. The training session is going to be happening the week after, and we will have a QA sessions independently with all the others. Because after today's training, we only got 2 items left, which is mobile side. All the desktop side training will be finished today after these two tools. And for the next 2 training sessions, it's going to be a QA and then a mobile side training. So we got a whole week next week to do to finish all of this. So got questions, you can ask Leon, or you can send email to me, that's not the problem, so that you will be more confident in the QA session what to ask me, and you'll be constantly finding out what the problem is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's grab.
Okay.
I'm going to use Colombia as an example to training code and
Todo lo que vimos.
Ajá, y que tenemos toda la semana.
Y la sección que
Comparator,
nos había dejado.
Los modelos y las especificaciones, bueno, los accesorios.
And you will not be required to create
Lo de
any
los dealers
type
no
of
lo
comparative
pidió,
No.
¿verdad?
inside this training publication.
No.
Because normally you are not required to create from the scratch. The tool will be already there. What you need to do is just
¿Cuándo tenemos la próxima
okay,
sesión?
so you won't be required to do it.
La próxima mañana. ¿Qué día es? No.
Mañana
Iba a ser
viernes.
sería
Perdón.
11, ¿no?
Sería
Sí, pero digo la
en 2
próxima
semanas.
semana.
2 semanas. Ahorita les digo.
¿2 semanas?
La siguiente no, porque hay mucha carga de trabajo. Entonces lo pasamos de esta a la otra. Ahorita voy a checar las fechas porque me acaban de confirmar apenas ahorita. En lo que estábamos en la mudanza. Ahorita les confirmo a todos.
For these two new tools, I think all of them should get a user manual. You should already got them. So if you've got any questions, have a look inside the user manual first, because explain which is the translation method you should be looking for. This one is listed out all the translation in the user manual.
Excuse me. I don't want to interrupt you, but we can't hear you as well as earlier today in the training. Could you check your microphone? Thank you.
Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me now?
Ah, ya.
Way much better. Thank you.
I can hear you quite well.
Okay.
But I
So,
can see your screen.
Es que le haces así.
Segura.
You can see my screen?
No, you guys?
Yes, we have a video feed. Yes.
You have the same problem?
We can see the new EcoSport titanium.
Okay, so you can see my screen, that means.
Okay.
So I'm changing it. Can you see the change now? It's currently the focus one.
Es la de
You can see. So
360.
I'm going to disconnect and connect again.
Oye, no hay manera de que se le pueda poner un fondo.
Okay,
a los
let's
lados?
continue on.
¿El blanco?
So
Es que los
as I
lados
said,
está blanco.
you should have the user menu
Se
for
vería
build and
mejor
quote
sin tanto
and
blanco.
comparator already. So if you are trying to
porque
find out
si
some
ves,
text
o sea, sí
which
se
you
vería
can
mejor todo.
which you can edit or
Que
change,
sí.
you can have a
Que sí,
look
que sí.
inside the user menu as well.
Le gusta
It
hacerme enojar.
lists out all the translation assets that's linked into these two tools. We've got the translation assets for them all. So if you want to find some translation asset, you go to the user menu and find it as well. And another place that for all of those translations, you can search for
Eso no nos lo había enseñado. Translation. Eso sí no.
Pero sí los han visto conmigo, ¿no?
So here is all the translation assets for the new build and price tool. It all starts with BPT, okay? So you can see all of them, yeah.
¿BPT?
Yeah.
Means for.
So
Pero
you
eso es
should
para
find it.
Colombia,
And
¿no?
for comparator,
O sea que todos los que están en con PPT son para la herramienta de cotizador.
No.
Todo lo que traduces ahí es
¿Para qué?
para el cotizador.
Ah,
Es que dice convierto.
pues se puede decir que son las piezas que le puedes ir poniendo.
Es que estaba buscando tú el de Next, el de Eurobio.
for all the comparator, you can see it
Son
here.
esos. Nada más que no se crean.
So that's how
En
we
este caso
find all the
estos de
translation
BPT son para
assets. The
procesador.
keyword.
Que imagino que traen ahí un detalle que quieren cambiar de Colombia, pero no sé. Ahora sí que no se lo puedan vender con eso.
¿Ya nos alcanzaste, Carlos?
So let's start. I'll concentrate on how to do maintenance it instead of creating from scratch, because you never require to create the tools from scratch. You only need maintenance. So I'll do the build code.
Mira, perfecto.
So all of the Latin market for the short path builder code.
Ahora tengo
Why we call it short path is because if you select the vehicles, you go them here, and then after you got the price, you select your colors and you choose,
Eso también eso lo hicimos
and then
ayer nos
when
lo
you go to
enseñaron,
the last step, you've got something that you can
¿no? Ayer
print
se
out.
metió a ese pedazo.
And in Colombia, when they click this final button, they will be linking to their app site. Okay. Similar with Mexico, but Mexico is using the iframe, but Colombia it will just go to this site instead. So
Ah, ok. Ya.
so how we maintenance it
Ah, tú ya has changed.
is
Pero esto,
first
por
day
ejemplo,
if you create a new nameplate
me imagino que esto es lo que le preguntó.
in the VDM,
Ah, ok.
because we all know all of them inside the Newsroom for tools.
Que
All of this set is being linking to a package asset,
Pero no estaba mandando bien.
but the vehicle parent is the same. For example, this edge. remember when I training them, when I tried training you guys yesterday with Vivian, I said make sure you got the category right, because this category is going to be the one that is displaying here, okay? Crossover. That's going to be the one that displays up. Also, you need to make sure you publish a model image attaching to the Vivian parent, because this image is going to be the one that is displaying in the tools, including Newsroom files and Comparator. Okay, they're sharing the same images. And inside your package asset, after I click in this vehicle asset, inside the package asset, as you can see there were two here. Wow. So we create two package assets here. For each of the package assets, make sure is displaying tool. Put the name, link a derivative image, because this one gonna be one that displaying out in the tool. That's the image to be displayed out. And because all of you is the shortcut, is the shortcut. So the feature that you need to link into your package asset is only two kinds of features. One is the engine transmission, to be able to show the parts out. Two is the colors and trims. Okay, so as you can see, these are all the colors, and these are the trims. Just be reminded, in the build and code tool, trim is a mandatory field to link to. If you didn't link any trims to your package asset, then your package asset won't show out in the tool. So it needs to at least have one trim linking to it. Okay, so in here in Colombia, because they don't have a special trim for all vehicle, so we use a default one. Okay. That.
Sorry to interrupt. I have to leave.
Okay.
I have other things to do. All right. So if you want to contact me tomorrow, guys, I will be free tomorrow.
Okay.
You can ask me whatever you want. You are free to ask me any questions tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, Leon. Thank you, Leon. Have a good day.
Thanks to you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Gigi. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Put a shrimp on the barbie.
So let's continue. So for the trim, as you can see, Colombia doesn't give us any specific trim. So we just use this default one. But most important thing to remember is for every of your package assets, it needs to have a trim assigned to it. Otherwise, it won't show. Okay. So let's go inside package assets. So for package assets, how you're gonna manage it? Manage it is the same as how you manage your derivative. But the only difference is that you don't need to assign specification data to your package asset. Okay. So if I go for colors,
¿Preguntó?
constantly go to the price. So you can have a different price in your package asset, but normally it's the same as the derivative. So how to insert price is the same. The package asset needs to have an engine and transmission, and you put the price into it as well. As you can see, this one you can recognize this one is package. Okay? And this one is the derivative, which is the one that's showing on the website on the page. But this two is the one that shows the build price book. And you upgrade price here for the building price book. And for colors and trims, there is a little bit difference between the derivative ones. Because we all know the type is still the same when you assign a color. It should be all color, even for the package asset. Okay. But for feature image, you can see the difference now. Okay, so for feature image, you only see the images in your derivative asset, but you didn't see the image for your package asset because we don't use feature image to include the package image, color picker image. Because you can see this feature image is normally used for the flash color picker tools, and for sometimes it's for the nameplate color picker tools as well. But for the building price, you can see the image dimension is much bigger than the color picker tool. So that's why we need to use another kind of sets of data in here. And also, building price, this color image can be visualized. If you publish somewhere, if you've got different angle, you can put it in the different angle of the image. But we don't have that in the Columbia, so we just put it in another position. So for the building price color picker image, well, we need to put it in is inside sprite image. If I click that, you can see the derivative doesn't need any sprite image, but all the package assets have a sprite image. Okay, so where we can find those images from and how we create them.
Los que no son paquetes, ¿con cuál era? Image qué? Feature image.
Y aquí en el paquete la ponen en el sprite.
Y son sprite image. De hecho, no son imágenes.
¿No son imágenes?
No son DFY image. Son DFY sprite image.
Son diferentes.
Those that we have here, we have sprite. So you can see for all your building price color picker, you need to publish these sprite images and link into sprite image position, and make sure one in here because you don't have the other set of images. Okay, so number of sprites is one, and this thumbnail going to be used in a print version. So make sure you publish them as well, because you might not be able to see it in here, but you still need to publish it in the right size. Okay? And that's the one that's showing out in our public. String one, which is the if I go to we use sprite images as well in the tree. So make sure you publish them too. Okay. So and here is the engine transmissions that you assign to a package asset. Let's show you. Okay, so that's all. Because colors, you just put a 0 as the price. Because if the market wants, they can put extra price for some colors. If user select, because it's kind of like all 0 here, because there is no cost option. If they choose this trim, there is no extra cost. But for some colors, maybe if the market require you to add pricing, you can add them here. Okay? So if I add like $25 or $3,000 for this particular color, you know where to, if you will know where to set them. Okay? So that's for the color picker tools. Oh, again, for this link, this final link. Because before we got the forward link providing us a wrong link, and maybe this link will be changed later on. So if you need to update this link, this final link, you will need to go to the tool configuration, which is inside configuration. You can see there is two configurations here. Double click out, and there is a link asset called request a quote link. Okay, and there is linked assets attaching to it. Here is the one. You can update the link. Okay, so I'll show you. So this link.
Yep.
Let's see. That's the one we input in. You don't need to input this bit because it's being generated by tool automatically. What you need to put in is this bit. If they're providing you a new link to input in, here is the place that you need to update it. Okay? And after you update it, you need to push live and request the whole site page view to be able to see it on the live site. Okay? So that's for the build and price tools. Any questions?
No, thank you. No questions. No?
No, thank you.
No? Okay. Cool. So let us go for comparator. So comparator tools is available on Argentina and on Ecuador and on Colombia. So you'll be maintenance this tool for them. So pretty straightforward on the comparator. So in the comparator, it's reading the value from VDM derivative, not from package. Okay? It's reading from the derivative asset. So for your derivative asset, make sure you've got this image published to it as well. Make sure it's displayed in tools and websites, so it will be captured in the comparator tool. Okay? So this whole comparator tool is like, click in, you can select the models to be compared, you can select the other models as well. So maximum number is 4. Okay. So all of this image and the name is reading from the VDM derivative asset, C for derivative. And after you finish selecting them, it will got this specification data to be compared. So you can compare what's the value different across different models and derivatives. Okay. So how to do that is if you publish and linking the feature assets right for your vehicle derivative, it's going to be shared in the comparator as well. There is one only one note is for the comparator, we insert the value into a different position. For example, the spec data, exterior spec data. For your specification table, you input the value into spec value. This value is going to be the one that's displayed in your specification table, which we created in the vehicle nameplate. Okay, but for your comparator, you need to insert values in here. Okay, so there is two different positions. You can have different values, but normally it's the same. So make sure if you create any new features in your specification, make sure you insert in spec value and in compare value as well. Because if you didn't insert in the compare value, this feature will be available in the comparator tool, but there will be no values in here. Okay. But sometimes it's just because it's not available for this derivative. But if it's available, you need to make sure to insert the right value. Okay, so that's comparator. And let me think about yes. We can control if we want this derivative to be shown out in the comparator or not. Because what happened in Argentina is they do not want all the trucks to be shown out in the comparator tool. So if I go to Argentina, so you can see there are no trucks in it. They do have some like C1722. They do have these trucks, but it's not showing in the comparator tool. But the trucks do have its specification. If I click inside the trucks, so go inside specification. See, it's still got the specification data. It's still got them, but it's just not showing in the comparator tool. How we do that is we didn't assign any compare value to all of the specifications in the chart. So if I go to FAR, so make sure if you maintenance Argentina, be careful because you don't insert any comp values into truck vehicles. Otherwise, trucks will be displayed in the comparator tool. Okay, so make sure you didn't do that for the trucks. FAR. So here is all the charts, starting with C. So if I show you edit features, to end of these specifications, you find just the select another one. See, spec value. It do got spec values in here, but if I go to count value, that's nothing. Okay. So make sure all of the spec data do not have any comp values assigned to it. Otherwise, it will be shown up in the comparator tool, which they don't want to. Okay? So yeah, that's the comparator tool. Any questions?
Creo que preguntar algo, pero creo que...
Es último como que no,
Hello?
no se entendió.
Sí. Excuse me, Yi, could you explain the last part? We have also one more, an additional question.
Okay. So for Argentina, it's just for Argentina, okay? Not for Colombia. For Argentina, they do not want their trucks, all of these trucks, to show out in the comparator tool. As you can see in the comparator,
No hay camiones en
they
el
stop
comparador de
at the
Argentina.
transit minibus. It do not including all of these truck vehicles because the market doesn't want them to show out in this tool. They don't want it to be show up in this tool. So, but the trucks still got its specifications. It still got its specifications.
Okay, thank you. ¿Una otra? ¿No?
Yeah, it still got its specifications. So how we do that is we do not give any comp value to this truck. Okay? For all of this spec data, it doesn't have any values assigned to it for the comp value. But we have value for spec value. Okay? For spec value is for this table. For comp value is for the comparator tool. Right? You can see spec value, it's got values in it, but comp value, it doesn't have anything. So be careful when you do when you assign features to your trucks. You didn't in FAR, in Ford Argentina, you didn't put any values in the comp value position because even though you put just the one for one feature, it will activate the trucks in the tool, in this tool, which is they don't want to. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay, cool. You guys got any questions in the comparator tool?
¿Sabes qué? Sí. No,
Yes,
no,
one moment.
De
¿Quieres decirle?
cada categoría.
Of each.
Hello?
Yes. The question is.
Por carro se tiene que poner en de cada categoría.
Espérame.
De motor, bla bla bla. Por categoría el spec y el comp.
Por carro en cada
I can't hear
categoría.
you.
Excuse me.
No sé si lo formulé bien, ¿no, verdad?
The question is if by car on each of the categories should be there specs for
Spec and comp value.
specs and comp value for each of the categories and cars.
For one car.
Yes. If you insert spec value, then you need to insert
Duplicarlo?
comp value as well.
So it's like a duplication.
It depends on if that has the specification features assigned to it, or if it's got a comp values to it. If you didn't put any values, then you won't have any values to display out. Okay? So for each category, because we already assigned the features to the derivative, because comparator is reading data from the derivative. It's not reading data from the package asset. Okay? So when we assigning the specification data, the feature will be already assigning to your vehicle derivative. Because when you do the spec data table, the feature already been linked. But for comparator, you need to assign the value for the derivative as well. So every time if you do specification, you need to insert comp value as well into your feature.
Entonces,
When you add a feature, so like for example this one, spec data,
Esa era la pregunta.
okay, okay, that answers our question, G. Thank you. ¿Alguna otra
yeah, so
pregunta?
it's just spec value and in the count value, you pretty much
Sí, o sea,
need
tienes
to
que
insert the
seleccionar todo lo que
same.
sale en la categoría
Yeah.
para
But
limpiarle a los
for all the
dos
trucks
lo que
in
es
Argentina, you don't include any
Todo
value.
tienes que poner uno dos
Okay?
veces.
But for
Uno
vehicle,
para spec y otro
for
para...
trucks, you don't in Argentina.
Eso está entretenido. Bueno, bueno, sí.
Está la hecha.
Okay, so that should be all for desktop. Because for non-vehicle, it's no drama. It's pretty much the same how we publish it. With like it's just a general content. There will be some banner. There will be some articles and some like you can publish the sidebars. If you already know how to publish the vehicle section, you won't have trouble in non-vehicle section at all. Because it's all using pretty much the same template. Okay, so there is another note that I need to tell you when you push live the VDM. Because if you create any new features, because that's what happened before. If you create any new features, make sure you approve them to go live as well. Otherwise, it won't show out in the website. So if you create anything here, make sure you publish them. Like you click them. If it's a new one, you approve or publish. Okay, and it will be saved inside of you. For feature assets, it doesn't matter if you put like 100 feature assets into one publishing queue. It doesn't matter because yeah, you can always check in the queue like that. So click publishing, select destination. 4 assets are ready to publish. So you can see here is the 4 assets in here to publish. Okay? You can always check in the queue. And Rafael or who has the push live authorization will be pushing live the assets in the queue. Okay? So for feature, it doesn't matter. You can put as many as you want, like 100, 200. It might just take some time to push live, but you need to be careful on your vehicle assets. Okay? For all of like package asset or the derivative asset, for each of the publishing queue, the maximum number is 10. So, for example, if you need update all the price for your vehicles, then you need to separate the publishing queue into like 3 or 4 or even 5, because by each of these publishing activities, like here, assets for publish, the maximum number of your vehicle assets should be stopped at 10. Because if you put in more than 10 number, because the vehicle data is pretty heavy for the system to load and push to production. As you can see, it's containing a lot of feature assets in here. So vehicle asset is very heavy. So we don't recommend you put more than 10 vehicles into one publishing queue, because there is a chance that the feature will be lost during the publishing activity. We put that all into a document as well. I'm not sure if you have ever seen it, but it's better to me just like state it again. So make sure you communicate to Rafael for this, like if you need to launch a new price, if you need to launch more than 10 vehicles, more than 10 derivatives. So make sure you approve them 10 as maximum, and then Rafael can push them live for this 10 first, and then you approve another set of your vehicle assets to go live. Okay, so it needs to be go into separate publishing activities, push live activities. Also, there is another note: is if you updating the price, or if you updating some features specification value related to your vehicle asset, and you like to push them live. But if you just updating the values that inside features, you won't be able to approve or publish, because the system will like treat it as an old, like the same as production. So if you update any values in here, like the price, like the feature value, what you need to do and before push live is click these buttons, update for publish. After you click that, you can see the modified date, the modified date going to be updated. And then after you've done that and approve or publish, the system will allow you to publish the production. And you will see these vehicle assets will be available in the publishing queue. Okay? So is that clear?
Okay.
Do you understand it?
Yes, it's clear right now. The team is okay with the explanation. Thank you.
No problem. So is there anything else that extra you want me to cover for the desktop side? You got any workings?
¿Algún
Because
detalle?
we are going to finish the training on the desktop side now.
One second, G, please. ¿Alguna duda que tengan de esto? O
Is there any extra things you'd like me to cover? Like, you got any questions when you maintenance the site on desktop?
¿tienen
Do
alguna
you
duda?
encounter any problems?
¿Encuentran
Or
algún
you
problema?
got any difficulties in doing something?
Sobre la marcha.
Creo que la parte de, por ejemplo,
Or there is some tool
de los dealers,
that you
de
need
dar de
me
alta de
to
dealers,
cover as well.
es como
We
complicado.
are listed.
¿Ya lo vieron?
Sí, lo vimos
Ok.
hace rato. Pero creo que la parte
So
más
any
complicada
functionality
podría
that
llevar
you
más
want to
tiempo,
know?
darlo de alta un dealer, ¿no?
G, the team is asking me if you can give a quick review of the dealers functionality that they just saw.
So how to update dealers?
Sí.
Yes, correct.
Oh. So when you receive a request from market says they want to update some details of their dealers. So you just need to go to the dealers tab and find out the dealer assets that they are referring to and update the details in here. Okay, so that's the address, postcode, phone number, and dealer status flag. This one indicates if you want these dealers to be uploaded to the DMAT data source. If you didn't select that, it won't generate this dealer in the XML file. Okay? And this position is well, you see that service column. For service column, there is which they call category that, yeah. So this drop down is the state drop down, which will be the same as this one. If there is a dealer that linking to this state. If there is no dealer linking to this state, it won't show out in here as well. Okay, be one of that. it doesn't mean if you create it in the CMS, it will be displayed here. Because this is all reading from the dealer asset that we uploaded by XML file. Okay, so dealer, state and city.
Una pregunta, ¿no?
So here is all the dealers that are related to state and city. And this is the position where we can input this category information. Where you can find that is inside dealer authorized functions of the dealer. We put information in here. Okay. So and most important, dealer latitude and longitude. If you don't input that, you will get errors when you're trying to upload the dealer file into the BMAP account. Okay, so we have two BMAP accounts. How to upload dealers? Upload dealers to BIM. Click that. And for this BIM REST API configuration, we can find out some configurations being done here. So query key is this one, master key will be the other one that we created. So we have two BMAP accounts. One is to holding up all the Mexico, Argentina, CSRP, MCMX, all of those kind of information. You are sharing the same account with ENG market as well. Like it's got data source for Middle East or the other things. But for the Sri Lankan Andina market, you need to go into another BMAP account to upload the data. So go to the already assigned it in. So we can view the data source information here. By clicking this view data source information, you can go to all the details too, like what's the master key, what's the query key it's been using. So when you upload, when you update and re-upload the data, you will know which one to choose from. Check the existing ones first, okay? So that means this is the one that they used before. Okay, so FCO, production dealer. These are all the other countries. Don't touch them, please. Don't touch them. Because it's all the APA market that are for. The only three things that you need to worry about is FCO, and there is the FDE one. Not this FDN. Okay, this one is Vietnam. Don't touch them. You should see it in the next page. This one is for Venezuela. Okay. This one is Ecuador. Okay. So you up, and you can see all the master keys and the per keys here as well. So if you're trying to update any dealer information, just click upload data. You put your data source name in here. You choose the right keys. As what I said, you can find what keys to choose from view data source information. Okay. Choose the right query. Put in the XML file that you've downloaded. You've downloaded from here. Okay. There is a link in here. You can download the XML file. After you download it, you put it up in here. And tick this checkbox to make sure you publish them. If you don't tick it, this data source won't be see these updates on the live side. Okay? So is that clear? You've got any other questions?
No, thank you. Sure.
We believe everything's clear. No questions right now about that. ¿Alguna otra pregunta?
Okay. So I think we can wrap up the session now, and I will send an email to all you guys what you need to finish on the training publication.
Eso es.
Like you will need to create a whole nameplate, a page, like nameplate home, color picker, specification, accessories, gallery, and features page. Okay. I'll send the email out. Because the color picker, I already fixed one for that focus.
Lo va a enviar, no te
So you can do the same for the other vehicles. If you've got any questions or trouble, you can ask Leon or send me email. And we will check your work on the session that's in the week following. I think it's not next week, it's gonna be the week following.
Okay, G.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
We will wait for the email then. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, you guys have a good evening. I'm going to go into the office now.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Have a nice evening, day. I don't know your time, but time zone. But thank you for the time. One
Well,
second, G.
it's 9 o'clock my time,
Ah.
9 o'clock in the morning, so
That's more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one second, G. There is one question from Osvaldo.
Sorry, Jane. In this case,
Okay.
we have an issue with what is the site? Is Forza Coupa? Es ¿cómo se llama?
FCSD?
Es que me
No.
confundo los cuestiones.
It's the Forza Ocupa. It's the website, the public relations website.
The social responsibility.
Social responsibility. Exactly.
We have been with an issue with the fonts. The CSRP.
Oh, which site? Is Argentina or is Colombia or is
No,
what?
it's from Mexico. It's the CSRP site. Forza
Oh,
Coupa.
CSRP?
CSRP. Yeah, you know that with the fonts we have an issue with the accents and all the characters are different for the Spanish language.
I think we've talked about that in the handover session. Anne-Marie already said something about it.
sorry, but I had to ask about that.
Because it's like it's been signed off like 6 months ago. Because I remember you asked me some questions about translation asset on the locator, and I already sent the answer to Priscilla.
The problem is about the style, not where to change or a translation asset. In this case, we are searching for a fix the font. You know the type chalk. For example, in the second name of the menu bar, where you say "Conócenos," the second one next to in the menu bar.
Maybe ask Leon for it.
It says CONOCENOS.
The one?
The second one, if you see a font, the fourth letter, the O, got an accent, and it changed. For example, in Historia del Comité, the letter E at the end of the word changed.
Is that the page that you're talking about?
Yeah, the problem is the font. We don't know how we're going to fix it.
Which one? This one?
This one, in this case, the letter with accent. The title. If you see the title,
That one?
yeah, the last letter, change the font. Up there, where it said Historia del Comité, the last letter of the font up there, the title.
The title font. Oh, the actual font on the title?
Yep, the last letter of the font.
That one?
Yep.
Oh, I say talk to Leon and talk to Anne-Marie. It's not my issue. It's not something that related to publishing. And if you need to raise it to Rafael as well.
So,
Okay.
in
Because
this
the
case,
Luca is Spanish. It's about some Spanish text issue.
yep. And I
It's
think
not-
we need the
it's-
font or
it's
to
nothing
change
about training in publishing or publisher are able to do anything.
it. That's right.
So raise it to Rafael, okay?
Okay, but in this case, who can help us with this fix?
I don't think so. Raise it to Rafael first. I don't think there is a way to fix it at the
Okay.
moment. At the moment.
Okay, well, it's the thing is that it's been a little bit issue from the beginning. The site has become to Dragonfly.
Because this one, I think, is a text. So maybe alternatively, we can publish an image.
Okay, it could be an.
Because maybe that will help you to fix it very
Because
quickly.
I think it's a class,
So,
isn't it?
so CSRP. Because maybe you can include the image instead of putting a real text in it. So putting an image in may be a most quick way fix for it. So what you need to do is creating a PNG image with transparent background and include it inside this article. So it might help. You can try it out. That's my recommendation.
But for example, if you look for the menu up there, the navigation menu, it says the same name, the same title, but we can change it to an image there.
Yeah, you can change the image. Just
No,
include
just
image.
up there.
Quick.
In the submenu
one?
navigation, in the menu and submenu navigation, we have the same name, the same title, and it got the same problem with the font. Es una tipografía especial que no tiene acentos.
O sea, la tipografía no existe así.
This is a big font.
Oye, pero no se puede, no lo podemos inventar nosotros.
¿Dónde?
Se tiene que hacer otra tipografía, ¿no?
No, o sea, sí se puede, sí tenemos, pero el problema es que nosotros no tenemos forma de incluirla en el,
No, nosotros no,
en el sitio.
pero ellos igual sí.
Pero pues realmente les correspondería a ellos.
O al
O sea,
anexo.
la bronca es que realmente ellos tendrían
Yeah,
que ver
what I
cosas.
can, I cannot do anything here. What I say is raise it to Rafael, and he needs to, because this one has been signed off like 6 months ago, and it should not be included in any training today. Okay,
Okay,
like what Emma said last time.
okay, I'll try it.
Yeah, switch to Rafael first.
Well, thanks, G.
Because it's nothing to do with the publisher training. It's nothing to do with publishing training.
Okay,
That
yeah,
we should cover today. Okay?
perfect.
Yeah. Because that translation assets already required, so you can have a look. But this one is not something that publisher are able to use or able to do anything on it. Right. Okay. I think we just need to wrap up now. And I need to go to my office to begin my day work. So let's have a good evening, and we'll catch up later on in the week after. I'll send out the email on the task that you need to finish. Okay.
Okay, great.
So,
Thank you. We'll wait for your email.
yeah. Yeah. See you guys. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you, G.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
香蕉。
¿Qué le
The organizer has
¿Le
ended the
dijiste una
session, and
grosería?
this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.
Pues, dale, sí.